Hello and welcome to Thursday. Now, for the past, well, not even past few years, sometime in the past, I ended up playing through a few. Actually, I think I might have the save files available just on a whim. Let me see. It would be in this folder, and it's here. Oh boy. Okay, if I hit file information, it tells me that I beat this game October 11th, and then I beat the final sequel December 19th. So in 2023, between October and December, I talked about playing a couple of games, and those games are called the Zero Escape games. We have 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, Virtue's Last Reward, and Zero Time Dilemma. And I played them on a whim, not knowing, well, knowing that they were some of the greatest kind of escape room games of all time. 999 stood out to me because it was just a very important and iconic game, and I figured, why not? Let me give it a shot. So I did, and then I learned I had two sequels, which were VLR and Zero Time Dilemma. Zero Time Dilemma is a bit mixed, while VLR is widely beloved, and the all of them are on Steam. They're available for you to get. But as part of the Steam Summer Sale, I picked up that uh, bundle. Right, they had everything in by that director just in one bundle, and I was like kind of interested because it was very cheap, and despite beating games already, that bundle came with two extra games. And the notable one would be AI the Somnium Files. And I have been playing that for the past week or so. Still not done with it, but wow. You know, the big thing with these games is that there's always like insane plot twists that will just drive you crazy. And it is nuts. It's a nutty game series. It's just wild games. And the Somnium Files is very much the same. It's much more lewd. It's much. It's kind of similar. It's not really a puzzle game per se. It's very much more of a visual novel. There are some puzzle things to it, but it's, you know, these are all kind of visual novels where you know, there's a bit more. The whole premise is that you will make these of this entire series is that you're making decisions on like this branching path that you can hop back and forth between to change your decision, and it's really interesting. It's really weird. It's crazy, and it's all kinds of insanity, right? These are stories that will change the way that your brain operates. Um, I think the best review of like 999 and VLR that I've ever seen was uh, permanently altered my brain chemistry, positive in parentheses, and it's just one of those things where you realize that, oh, this series, these games are so impactful that they really do change the way that you think about things. And it's just, ooh, it's something else. It's crazy. It's by far the most uh, insane couple of games that I've ever played. Um, like I said, I have not beat the Somnium Files just yet, but there is a sequel called the Nirvana Initiative, which I will probably be playing immediately after this. I think if I put enough time into it, I don't know how long it is to complete Somnium Files, but I'm about 10 hours in. Um, I have gotten a ending. Uh, which is not a good ending because I deliberately chose what I thought would be the worst path, right? You know, the first decision you can make, the first branching path rather, is if you can help somebody, right? You know, they go through traumatic experience and they're in shock, and it's like, can you pull them out of that shock, or do they remain in that state? And you know, when I initially got to that split, I went down, like I got through the path that was, oh, they're out of this state of shock. But then I went back and then started going through to see what the path that would look like when they're in that state of shock. And then I followed that all the way down till I got to part where it could no longer progress. And from that part, I went back up one and then went down the other route, which is which was the slightly better route, but it ended terribly. But that's the thing with these games, they'll end in the most insane ways possible, right? There's full of twists and turns, and yeah, it's an incredible game, and I do think that everyone should at least play like 999 or VLR. Definitely 999 first, right? DS port, not the best, but it's not the best because of it's it's an early visual novel, so you can't really, you know, every other game allows you to and version of the game and every port allows you to skip between parts of it, but with 999 you need to just fast forward through everything and do the puzzles over and over again, which isn't terrible, but it's just, you know, it's limited, it's whatever. But I think it's all worth it for the final puzzle. It's different on the Steam version versus the DS version, and it's definitely, you definitely should play the DS version just for that, because I talked about this previously, but I audibly said, "Oh, that's neat," when that happened, and you know, I still think about this game and how buck wild it was, because it literally is one of the greatest visual novels of all time. Okay, yeah, I spent a bulk of today playing that, and I also spent the bulk of today asleep because my body is going all kinds of nuts. So that's that. But I'll definitely end up playing some more of that tomorrow, if not this weekend, and we'll see where we end up. But for now, that's what we're gonna call it here for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.